It's time for a new evolution in raising golfers, one that doesn't involve headaches, tears, or heading down the path of unknown. Whether you're trying to introduce children to the game of golf, help them play competitively, or play at a collegiate level, you're in the right place. This show is for any parent, player, or coach who wants to build a better team at home and on the golf course. This is the Raising Golfers Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raising Golfers Podcast. I'm so excited to have you back here on the podcast this week. This week we've got Thanksgiving coming up. I'm so thankful for all of you listeners around the world tuning into this podcast and hope it's been a beneficial resource for you, your family, for your coaching over time, and I hope it continues to be a beneficial resource to all of you. So thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Travis Hauser, PGA professional coaching golf here in Carlsbad, California, and I'm excited to talk about today's topic, which are the traits of a successful junior golf program. So this episode is going to be geared towards parents who are seeking out for a junior golf program for your child. It's also for coaches who are looking to amp up their junior golf programs, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of interesting things to take away and think about. So, after safety, which I do think safety is an important thing that we need to stress for everyone, the number one trait I believe we're going to start with is fun. So, no matter what the score is, learning the game in a fun environment is the most important trait of a quality junior golf program. Not every single child or every single golfer is going to turn into a PGA or LPGA champion, but learning to enjoy the game, I think, will be the foundation for all the benefits golf has to offer for your child. I also think having the children come to a stress-free environment is going to be key for any child's development. And, let's be honest, golf is not an easy sport. However, having them come into this stress-free environment, I think, is going to be really, really impactful on their development because they can come to this place where they feel safe, where they feel it's going to be fun, and where in the game of golf that's not easy, it makes them feel at ease and they can come and enjoy their time in the classes or at the facility. So a successful junior golf program is structured to make the experience fun for your child without sacrificing a commitment towards development. So basically, the more fun your child has playing and learning the game, the more they will want to play it and learn about it. So, what's cool about this and really makes me feel so happy inside is when I see some of my junior golfers before and after the practices or just on other days outside their practice time at the golf course with their buddies, practicing, playing games around the putting green, or going out and just joining up with each other and playing 9 holes or 18 holes of golf at the golf course. I think that is a true sign of them having a positive experience in the program because not only have they met other friends within it, but they also have a place to then come. And I'm going to go in more details about the facility here coming up. So having this fun environment will not only lead to better scores, if that's what you're after, but also a better understanding of a life guiding principles that I think golf provides. Now, we are talking about fun, but just think about some of these principles. Golf's not easy. So, adversity is going to be one of the first things I think about. I see it day in and day out. Seeing players overcome bad shots, bad holes, bad rounds, coming back from those types of things, I think it's going to go a long ways beyond the game of golf, but just help them developmentally through life and build up some of those skills that I think are necessary for day-to-day life. So one of the things that I think I'll leave for this section, and I've mentioned this many times in the podcast, it comes from Jim Hardy from US Kids Golf. And he said, make it fun enough, long enough, so they can't get enough. And that couldn't be more true. So put that at the forefront of a successful junior golf program. Are the children having fun? And that's one of the things you need to be looking for. Now, the next thing would be a child-friendly coaching environment. So what I got out of the US Kids Coaching certification was to coach lightly. And this is what I do day in and day out with the junior golfers. So what does coach lightly mean? I'll give you an example. Yesterday, we were working on posture in the class. So we go over a few things. So let's just go over for Operation 36, the rank 2 posture. Keep your head under the ceiling. So basically what that is once the junior golfer is in their posture, from the start until their backswing, their head is staying quite level. So it's not moving up and down. and they're imagining there's a ceiling above their heads. So I explain this to them. Then I give them a chance to try it out. I might say, okay, let's hit 20 balls. Let's see if you can keep your head under the ceiling. Then I say, okay, now let's go play a game. And to score points with this game, your head has to stay under the ceiling to score the points. And that would be an example of coaching lightly, whether it's in a one-on-one setting or whether it's in a group setting. It's a lot better than explaining, okay, so the shoulders have to tilt at this angle. You've got to turn your hips in this way. Your hands have to move up to this manner. And to make sure that your head stays under the ceiling, you need to be focusing on these points. And then have them do repetitions over and over, thinking of all those points. Now, that would be kind of like coaching heavily. And I don't think it resonates with junior golfers very well. And also, coaching heavily may not even talk about keeping your head under the ceiling. It may just talk about all the technical things the child needs to do to actually keep them in posture throughout the swing. So for child-friendly coaching, we're also looking for the coaches to be knowledgeable, experienced, skilled, patient, which is a big one, and passion are all of these qualities I think you need to be looking for in a junior golf coach or coaches at a facility. And I don't think that needs to be necessarily in any order. However, from what I've seen, I definitely think having all of those skills, I think, are going to go a long way. And personality is huge, even beyond the knowledge of the game. I think being able to resonate and connect well with the junior golfers is a huge trait to have. And I think that's part of a very successful junior golf program, is having that trait of being personable and being able to connect with the junior golfers. So the best youth instructors are positive. They encourage interaction and communication and understand the physical and emotional abilities of junior golfers. So just to give you an example of this is something that I've been working on recently with my junior golfers, is I've been kind of explaining things not only just from a golf standpoint, but also a life standpoint for them. So what I told them last week during our 9-hole challenge, I said, okay, after the round, I'm going to ask you all, how is your character out on the golf course? Did you stay positive the entire time? How are you able to control your emotions out there? After you hit a bad shot or had a bad hole, or even had a good shot or a good hole. And I told them I would discuss this with them after the round. And then I said, the best golfers, the best athletes, and I think the best people are those who are able to overcome adversity and being able to control themselves with their character, their personality, and their emotions through the ups and downs of golf and just in life. And it was great because then after the round, I noticed that almost all of the players were a lot more calm, regardless of their results, and were able to openly discuss this and talk about some of their feelings and emotions. Then I said, okay, what could you do next time to make your experience even more positive and keep your emotions higher throughout the entire round? And a lot of them said, well, I need to improve in this area of my game, or I need to hit better shots, or I need to perform better. And then I'd say, okay, so what part of your game? And they might say, okay, I need to improve my pitch shots. So I said, how about we set a goal then? Why don't you come out twice this week outside of your class time and work on your pitching and see if that helps build your confidence? Do you think if you help build your confidence in your pitch shots, would that help you control your emotions better on the golf course? And they said yes. And then I kind of let them lead the conversation. And actually, I even helped let them set their own goals. And I'm very curious to see how it's going to go. Another aspect in child-friendly coaching, that would be that coaches promote fair play, integrity, mental strength, and physical fitness. And this is something that I'm looking forward to doing starting next year, is start building in some fitness programs in the junior golf program. But we already do have some elements of fitness and nutrition that we talk about in the program. And I think it's really important to get children in the right mindset early on. Again, not just for the game of golf, but also for life. And then from there, a great coach will work on your child's individual strengths and weaknesses. And I think this is an area that I think most coaches are pretty good about, working on just different areas for individual golfers. But I also don't think it necessarily has to be the first thing that we have to do. I think the order of things that I just discussed there, I think would be quite a good flow and order of importance for a child-friendly coaching environment. And now let's hear a message from our show sponsor. Hey guys, this last spring I teamed up with Operation 36 here at our facility in Carlsbad, California, and it has completely changed my way of coaching and service to my customers. Operation 36 is a developmental golf program designed to take beginners from playing their first round to being able to shoot par or better for 9 holes. So here's how it works. Participants attend weekly 1-hour classes and work through a 6-level curriculum. They then play in 9-hole events once or twice a month with a common goal to shoot 36 or better from different distances. And using the Operation 36 app, coaches can plan programs, communicate with families, and track students' progress. It's really, really cool. If you're a parent listening, search for a program near you on their website at operation36.golf/juniors. And coaches, if you'd like to start a program at your facility, go to the same website, operation36.golf/coaches. Now, the next thing would be that you have programs, or the junior golf program has programs that make the children want to come back. So what would be some examples of this? Well, you could have challenges. It could be goal-oriented. There's clear signs of progression. You've got friends involved. Children feel a sense of worth within the program. And I think all of these kind of fall under what I was looking for when I was trying to start a junior golf program at this facility. And Operation 36, I think, was the best option that really ticked off all of those boxes. So as far as the challenges go, twice per month, we have these 9-hole challenges where players from different distances are trying to shoot a score of 36 or better. It's very goal-oriented, so we go over curriculum. There's things that they have to perform as a group and individually that they learn throughout the classes. Also, with the clear signs of progression, well, you can see there's scores that are tracked within the app from each division, whether it's 25 yards or 50 yards, until their score goes down and down and down until they shoot a score of 36 or lower. Great environment for friends involved. It's awesome to have so many, children bring their friends to the program so that they can have fun and enjoy the experience together. And a sense of worth. I mean, with a lot of the games and activities that we do, a lot of times they're recommended to do them again and again and again from the junior golfers, or sometimes within the games, allow the players to have some type of creativity, and they can create the games and tweak some of the rules themselves. So make sure you find a junior golf program or create a junior golf program that really makes the children want to come back time and time again. Now, I talked about this almost a year ago with Neil Plimmer on the podcast, and that was talking about the power of environment and community. So a child-friendly facility and environment is huge, huge for a successful junior golf program. And again, when I was out searching for a facility to start my junior golf programs, I think I put this at the forefront. Because let's be honest, there's some beautiful golf facilities out there, but they're not exactly designed for junior golf. And I think a golf club needs to be a place where your children feel welcomed and comfortable every single day they're there. And I think that golf clubs have to have a conscious interest in the future of the game, and make sure that that happens by offering different types of programs or opportunities or junior golf memberships, or accepting, for example, we have the Southern California Golf Association that does something similar to the Youth on Course, which gives discounts to green fees and range balls. Those types of things are really, really important to have for a successful junior golf program. And some of the key environmental elements at a golf club really include the quality of the practice facility. Do they offer forward tees or allow junior golfers to start in the middle of the fairway? Are there competitive events that happen there? And, in some cases, which is actually ironically the facility I work at, do they offer or have an executive course or par 3 course, which is great for junior golfers to learn on, develop on. That's where I started my golfing journey, was on the par 3 course at my local club. And it was awesome. So many fond memories. And I'll tell you what a wonderful way to begin your journey in golf. The next thing that I'd like to discuss is peer competition and camaraderie. Now, the best junior golf programs allow its participants to participate in leagues and tournaments in a fun environment. Man, I'll tell you what, that sounds just like the 9-hole challenges that we offer from the Operation 36 program. So true. I mean, after the round, even before the players are talking about, okay, what division are you in? What was your score? How'd you play out there? They use a lot of good sportsmanship. Hey, nice try. Good luck next time, or congratulations. That's awesome. You're moving to the next division. I mean, these events, they have to be designed to accommodate different age groups, different abilities. And honestly, I think they need to offer a great opportunity for your child or junior golfers to make friends with people who are either at a similar maturity level or at a similar ability. And I think going back to the power of this Operation 36 program, everybody starts at Division 1, 25 yards away. So let's just say your junior golfer is now in Division 4 or 5, where they're now 150, 200 yards away. They remember what it was like starting at 25 yards. So even if their buddy's there, they can actually talk to them about that experience and encourage them throughout the process to get to where they are. And then when they have buddies in the same division as they are in, they then encourage each other to try to shoot that score of 36 and pass. I think it's just a wonderful thing. And I think getting involved in competition really makes the game more interesting and accelerates their learning, and having friends to be part of that with them in this competition, I think, is a huge thing. Now, be careful, because you don't want to throw your junior golfer in the deep end and send them up for a tournament that's way over their heads. But I think having that environment and having to be able to do that at their home facility, I think, is a huge part of the development. And I think it's a really, really important thing to seek out, whether you're starting a junior golf program or seeking one out for your junior golfer. And I think the last one would be, how well is the family interaction within the program? So I think having instructors who understand the needs of junior golfers is extremely important. And an environment that is understanding of the needs of the parents is also just as important, because parents, obviously, we have some expectations, we have some needs that we would like to have the program adhere to. And I think it's so important that a program is open to having a great line of communication with coaches and parents. Now, I think a successful junior golf program will be led by coaches and staff who understand the importance of involving a child's parent in the development. And something that I've learned over time is I think it's important to take in new ideas from the parents and families involved. So what I mean by that is, don't be afraid, if you're a golf coach listening, to ask a lot of questions to parents involved in the program. And the reason why is, first of all, they know what's best for their child, and they can also see things from a different perspective or angle, which can help lead to a more successful junior golf program at your facility. So I think this is a huge one. And keeping them involved, allowing the parents to volunteer for activities and programs, I think will really, really outline a very successful junior golf program. So these are some of the ideas that I've had and thought about for a junior golf program. I personally think there's a lot of things that I can still improve in with my program, but these things are at the back of my mind, and I'm constantly thinking about how can I make this experience for the junior golfers and their families more positive, to keep them in the program for a lifetime, so that they have these fond memories to look back on over the years spent within my program. And I'm constantly asking questions to myself and to parents, if there's ever any questions or concern, is this going to hinder or excel the experience of the junior golfer? So I really appreciate you tuning into this episode. I hope there was some good things that you could take away, whether you're a coach or parent listening. And I hope that all of you are able to either create and build a successful junior golf program, or find one near you. Thank you so much. Look forward to having you here back on the podcast next week.